Hello guys, my name is Fox and welcome to the first part of our new series of the game called Oxygen Not Included. So, this game is a new title from the company named Clay, the creators of the game called Don't Starve, if you heard of it. Unfortunately I didn't manage to get into Don't Starve much, but it still looked pretty neat. I bought it, but didn't really manage to make a series out of it. But this one looks like right up my alley. It does have similarities with games like RimWorld. Someone also said it has similarities with Terraria, but I didn't really play Terraria much as well. But yeah, we're just gonna jump right in. This game is currently in alpha state, so it's under development. As you could see, the development builds markings everywhere, so yeah, and it doesn't really have an end goal as of right now, I don't think, but we're just gonna jump right in and try to reach the maximum of whatever we could build and like get into the I don't know, just hit equilibrium, and you would see what I mean. So we're just gonna jump right into the new game. I've already played like one campaign by myself, and I did manage to reach the pretty high level of like development just at the first try. So yeah, it still looks pretty nice. So as you could see, as in like RimWorld, just start by selecting 3 of your people, or as they call it in here. It mentions any words there. They're like not replicants. Yeah, we'll see how they're gonna call it. It doesn't really matter right now. So what do we have in here? Not really been like thinking too much about the stats and attributes. I'm just gonna look at, yeah, this one looks cool because she does have like plus pretty much everywhere. Duplicant, yeah, not replicants but duplicants. The duplicant is light as a feather on 0 feet, athletics +7. Sounds cool, but this duplicant couldn't perform research jobs. That's fine. And also they have destructive stress response. Okay, sure, this one looks fine. This one, also twinkle toes, but narcoleptic. Could fall asleep anywhere, any place. That's fine. And you're amphibious. Moves as quickly underwater as they do on land, but does have small bladder. Let's go and just like reshuffle this one. Just a little more to the left. Creativity, decor expectations, but has irritable bowel. Yeah, that's fine. They all have stress response destructive. I don't know if it's gonna be too much of a problem or not, but sure. Rowan, Mima, and Harold. Let's just jump right in. And our colony gonna be named, I don't know. Yeah, Loveliest Trainwreck. Sounds like a great name for our first YouTube colony. And there we are. Your crew has awoken miles beneath the surface of an unfamiliar terrestrial body. Oddly, they have no recollection of how they got there. It might be best to start digging. So yeah, that's basically what we start with. By the way, since the last time I've played this game, there is actually was like another one update, and they've added like some thermal stuff or something. So yeah, there's gonna be some things I'm not aware of. But yeah, sure. I'm gonna be trying to explain some things if I know how to explain them. But I'm just gonna start playing, and I'm gonna explain things as we're gonna be seeing them. So yeah, I'm pretty aware of basic controls as well as colony management. So the game tells me that our colonies require toilets. That's fine. We could give them some toilets, and yeah, but as you see, we start in like this small pocket and also filled with oxygen. Oxygen is pretty useful for breathability of our people. There's also quite a few pockets around here, and yeah, these blue ones are also filled with oxygen, so it's gonna be quite fine for us to just go and mine in them, because we're not gonna start suffocating. But like this one is filled with vacuum, or not really filled with vacuum, because vacuum is just absence of gas. So if we were to mine into this one, our oxygen would start pouring there, and we're gonna have a lot less in our own space. But yeah, for now we're just gonna go and start like mining stuff or digging, and I don't know, start just creating some rooms. From what I've seen when I've played by myself, oh, that's probably a little bit too much. From what I've seen is like rooms that are 3 tiles high is pretty much enough for everything. Actually, I could just go and dig out all of this and then create tiles by myself, so it's gonna be quite fine if I were to do something like this. We're gonna cancel digging of these plants because they actually might be useful for something. I haven't really had or haven't really seen much plants when I played by myself. This meal would think, I think, could provide us with some food, but this one I'm not entirely sure what is this about. Can be grown domestically in planter boxes. It produces an edible bud, the growth of which coincides with the cycles of the colony. So yeah, this one basically could provide us with food as well. That's fine. So yeah, the game also wants to build toilets first. So I guess that's what we're gonna be heading for at the start. So what are we allowed to build right now? Leather styles, storage, and like an outhouse basically. And yeah, I think what we need to do is just I don't know, go for the research station right away, because I think that's the only way for us to open up new buildings. Okay, for now we're just going to mine out all of this algae. By the way, algae could be used to produce excess oxygen. And by the way, why I like this game, or one more reason why I like this game is like this oxygen mechanic, or not just oxygen but gas mechanic. I haven't really seen something like this done in other games. But yeah, there's like the oxygen, or our colonists, or our duplicants as they called, can be using oxygen and producing CO2 or carbon dioxide. As you could see, there's actually some been producing there. So you would need to spend extra time producing oxygen for the colonies just so they're not gonna die, as well as the other things. And there's actually a layout where we could see, yeah, where we could see gases, like here. This red one means there's like no oxygen. This one is relatively breathable. This one is a lot less breathable, and there's like the pockets of CO2 that's already been produced by our colonies breathing. So that's pretty neat. And yeah, it's just gas mechanics, and I think, yeah, there's actually also like liquid mechanics. If I were to like dig under this water, it's just gonna start pouring down. Oxygen is coming up because it's lighter than the carbon dioxide, and that's pretty cool. I like it. So what we need to start with is a toilet. Where would I like to place toilet? By the way, yeah, toilet is kind of stinky and it does produce polluted oxygen. So it's gonna be better for us to just place it like a little bit farther away from the rest of our colony. So I guess, oh, there's also more vacuum pockets. It would be probably reasonable to place it like somewhere right there for now. So let's just go and like build a couple more tiles in here. Like I can build there. Oh, yeah, we also need to start with some storage compactors for all the materials our people construction. Oh yeah, this is a new update. The temperature. Are you like, there's the hands chilly surrounding? So really, it's 22 Celsius. It's not really that chill. Okay, that's cool. I haven't really had problems with temperature when I've been playing by myself, but this looks neat. Also, you guys need to like sweep up all of this, because I think that might be one of the reasons why we couldn't build the tile in here. Right? I don't know, it doesn't really tell me. So, yeah, go and just stuff everything you could in this first storage compactor. And let's hope it's gonna allow me to build the tile in there. Yeah, I'm just work on that. And I'm gonna just go and add you a couple more digging jobs. We're just gonna go and dig all of this out and just create artificial tiles in there and then just place a toilet at the end of this small corridor we're currently creating. So, or maybe I'm not allowed to build this tile because of this thing. Yeah, so uproot this Bristol Blossom, please. I don't know if I'm actually gonna be able to reuse this plant or not. Most likely not, but whatever. A lot of the algae actually gonna be quite useful. And... excuse me? What the hell is this? And where the hell it came from? Hutch. A nocturnal scavenger creature, it will consume any minerals within reach that fit into its wide mouth. Digging up buried objects may release a hatch. Okay, so I guess because we dug up this... okay, guys, you probably need to like focus on killing this thing first. Yeah, I haven't had much experience with combat in this game, but okay, apparently it looks relatively fine when you, at least when you fight only one creature at a time. Let's continue building up these tiles. Oh, come on, all of this goddamn plants. And I'm pretty sure you could just build tiles like anywhere. They don't really need to have any support, which is quite useful. Oh, okay. Looks like we would need to just uproot all of this. Because apparently this one is also blocking construction. I probably should have just leveled it all first and then added the construction, but it's fine. I guess we're gonna be fine, totally fine. Also, might as well go and like dig this thing just so it's all gonna look a little bit nicer. Actually, I think what I could do is just add tile construction there, and it's gonna be automatically, yeah. It's gonna force the duplicates to dig this stuff automatically, so I don't really need to do both actions. Okay. Also might as well open up this pocket to add some extra oxygen. Don't really need it right now. Duplicate movement, I'm fine with that. Duplicate temperature. Environments that are extremely hot or cold will affect your duplicate's internal body temperature and cause stress. Thermal comfort overlay will allow you to view the areas where duplicates cannot regulate their temperature. Okay. So there's a new overlay. I haven't seen this one before. So, comfort zone. And this one is... and get it? Okay, so comfort zone, body heat loss. So gray is pretty much comfortable, right? Okay, that's fine. How could I see your body temperature? Your defense light, wounds, chilly surrounding. Your stats. No. What about body temperature? Is there anything like... yeah. You have 37 right now. Also, actually your body temperature is a little bit higher than it's supposed to be. Okay. So is it enough space for us to build all of our starting stuff? Probably yes. I'm just gonna go and reach the end of this pocket, and then we're gonna start, or we're gonna stop digging down, or digging to the right. I hope you're gonna be able to actually climb up. Yeah, you should totally be able to do this. And there's another one. Things that needs uprooting. So, dig like till this moment. That should be enough space for us for now. And then we could just go and start like growing upwards. There's a couple more pockets in here that are not filled with CO2 or vacuum, so it's quite nice. Why? Harold, why do you have this sign on you? I'm not entirely sure. Okay, and that should be the last one tile you need to build, and we're just gonna plop our toilets down here. By the way, how's your... Could I like see your bladder status or something? 49% and growing, so yeah, we do have some more time for you to wait for the toilets to be built. Also, you probably just need to sweep all of this stuff. Definitely not gonna fit in just this one storage compactor, but that's fine. Also, oh yeah, there's some sand. And if you were to just dig under the sand, or is the rest of just gonna fall down? By the way, where is this thing coming from? Some polluted oxygen, polluted water. Yeah, the water mechanics in these like tight corners are a little bit wonky, but it's fine. Still looks relatively neat. So probably would need to have another one. Storage compactor just in case, because this one is almost completely full. Yeah, when you're gonna finish up cleaning, you also need to probably dig this sand, because it's it does not help us digging in here. Actually obstructs movement. And you're also gonna be allowed to have everything in you. Oh. Have you just fallen asleep because you are narcoleptic, or are you really that tired? Oh, yeah, by the way, there's like cycles and stuff in here, so there should be like day and night. So you're not supposed to be sleeping right now, but yeah, you probably are narcoleptic if I remember correctly. Not entirely sure where I could... Oh yeah, there it is. You are indeed narcoleptic. That's fine. I guess you could sleep in there then. I also could set priorities for stuff, but I guess cleaning up is relatively... oh, by the way... Why do we have so many, like, intersections in there? The rest of our floor is relatively smooth, but... I guess because these ones were built separately, it looks a little bit not nice. Oh well, that's fine. Come on, just build this one last tile, please. And I gave you the job to just sweep it all up, but actually I'm not entirely sure what the priorities for this is. By the way, I also have heard that there's supposed to be... Yeah, the jobs, this thing. Pretty much the same interface as we have in a Rim world. And also, is there supposed to be a number? Or could they make look numbers? Just set priorities levels. I'm not entirely sure. I don't see the button in there. Oh well, don't really need to think about this for now. So we're just gonna plop down our first toilet, because our people are probably gonna start pissing themselves pretty soon. It's supposed to be somewhere like in here, yeah. Let's just go and plop down an outhouse in there. And it's gonna be our first little achievement. Okay, so one person could build this. The rest, we probably need to start working on like beds for our colonists. We are allowed to build these ones, right? Yeah. So what I'm probably gonna start doing is just building a second floor. And our beds are gonna be standing on the second floor. So I was gonna build a ladder in here. Or should it be a little bit farther away? I'll just make it a little bit farther away. Starting like maybe here. And yeah, I guess our stories are just gonna be 3 tiles up. Okay, that's not how it's supposed to be going. Just gonna build tiles in there. And you're just gonna dig the rest of this thing. For now. That's fine. And yeah, the outhouse is gonna start producing like polluted oxygen. Also some polluted dirt. So we would need to be cleaning it up. Or cleaning it out. So I would need to have some place to store the menu. By the way, this is our timer. So it's probably time for us to just finish off this first episode. We didn't manage to really reach much, but this game is relatively slow pace, as all the other games like this where you just have to manage the colonies. So yeah, we're gonna be able to do some more stuff in the next episode. So I hope you enjoyed this game, because it looks pretty nice and it does have quite a few unique mechanics. So yeah, I'm gonna see you in the next episode. So if you enjoyed watching this, you could leave a like. If you want to see more, you should subscribe. And if you have any suggestions or advice, or just anything you want to tell me, just leave it in the comments and I'm gonna read it and probably answer if it's necessary. So yeah, see you later guys. Bye bye.